Hello everyone, welcome back to KEA Master. I hope all of you are doing well. If you are watching this video, make sure to subscribe to KEA Master because I will be bringing you M.Tech, MCA and MBA PGCET updates, college reviews, cutoff analysis, counseling guidance, option entry strategies and complete PGCET guidance, and I will be covering entire PGCET syllabus in upcoming days. And please be a little patient with me because I am receiving a lot of messages and comments regarding counseling and what to do next. I will definitely try my best to help and reply to everyone, but it may take some time to respond to all the messages. Now coming to today's video, honestly even I was little shocked after seeing some of these provisional ranks. We are seeing students reporting ranks above 10,000 and even 11,000 plus. So naturally many of you are asking why are these numbers appearing. So today's let's look at the student shared data and understand what's actually happening. Now coming to the main question, many students were expecting the number of candidates to be around 10,000 or somewhere around that range. But after the provisional result, we are seeing students reporting ranks above 10,000 and even 11,000 plus. So obviously many students are asking me, sir, how is this possible? And honestly, I also wanted to understand this properly before giving you any answer. One thing we can say is that competition appears to be higher this year compared with what many students experienced last year. But we shouldn't directly say that increased competition alone is responsible for these exact rank numbers. There may be other factors involved. So in today's video, I am not going to make any random prediction. I will show you the student shared data we received and then we will understand what we can actually say from it. Now let's look at this carefully because this is where some confusion can happen. When we hear a number like 10,000 applications, we shouldn't automatically think that the final rank list must contain exactly 10,000 ranks. There are different stages. You have the number of applications, then students who actually appeared, then students who are eligible or considered for ranking, and finally the students included in the rank list. These numbers don't necessarily have to be exactly the same. So when we see a rank above 10,000, we cannot immediately conclude that something has gone wrong. At the same time, we also don't have complete official candidate level information right now to explain exactly why the provisional ranks are extending this far. That's why I'm saying let's understand the data first and wait for the final official information. Now let me show you the data that we actually received from students. We received 160 responses, and for the main analysis we are using 157 usable student responses. The marks reported in these responses range from around 28 marks to 74 marks, and the reported ranks range from approximately 1025 all the way to 11,280. Now one very important thing, this is student shared provisional result data. This is not the official candidate level data released by KEA, and I am not saying that these responses represent every student who wrote the examination. We are simply using these responses to understand the patterns students are currently seeing. So don't take any individual number here as your final official rank prediction. With that clear, let's look at the actual marks and ranks because that's where it becomes really interesting. Let's start from the higher marks. We have 74 marks with a reported rank of 1025, 72 marks around 1035, 69 marks 1050, 67 1068, 66 1089, 65 around 1105 to 1109, 64 1150, 63 around 1172 to 1194, 62 around 1209 to 1226, 61 1258, and 60 marks around 1331 to 1400. Then as we come down, 59 marks is around 1381 to 1450. 58 is around 1477 to 1509, and 57 marks is around 1615 to 1657. So you can already see one basic pattern here. As marks decrease, the reported rank generally moves higher. Let's go further down and see what happens at the lower marks. Now let's look at the lower marks. 52 marks around 2348 to 2467. 51 2588 to 2669. 50 marks 2832 3023. 49 around 3088 to 3319. 48 marks 3435 to 3637 rank range. 47 marks around 3859 to 4122. 46 marks around rank 4224 to 4556. 45 marks around 4800 to 4926. Then when we come further down, 40 marks is around 6804 to 7023. 35 marks is around 9145 to 10026. 33 marks is already around 9910 to 10198. 32 is about 10,000. 31 is around 10,500 plus. 30 marks is around 10,900 plus. And 28 marks is around 11,200 plus. So now you can understand why so many students are messaging me asking about this. The reported provisional rank numbers are definitely extending quite high. So after looking at all these responses, what can we actually understand? The basic marks versus rank pattern is quite clear. Generally, higher marks are showing lower reported ranks, and as the marks decrease, the reported rank moves higher. For example, we have a reported rank around 1025 at 74 marks, and at the other end, we are seeing ranks above 11,000 at 28 marks. So the surprising thing is not really that marks and ranks are moving in opposite direction. That's normal. The thing that surprised students is the overall rank range we are seeing in these provisional responses. And if competition has increased compared with last year, that can obviously affect the ranking environment. But again, we shouldn't say that competition alone explains everything. We need the final official information to understand this properly. Now comes the question everybody is asking. Why are 11,000 plus ranks being reported? One thing we can discuss is competition. If the number of students competing for the available seats has increased compared with last year, naturally the ranking pattern can also change. But I want to be very careful here. We cannot take that one factor and say this is definitely why the rank is 11,000 plus. We simply don't have enough official information to say that. There can be differences between applications, candidates who appeared, eligible candidates, and the population considered for ranking. So at this point, I would rather be honest with you than giving you a confident answer without proper information. The provisional rank is what we have today. The final official information will give us a much clearer picture. Now, the most important part, what happens next? Right now, we have the provisional result and provisional rank, and I also made the video yesterday. Next, we need to wait for the final rank or merit information. Once that comes, we will able to do much better marks versus rank analysis. Then we will move toward the most important part of our students, college possibilities, counseling, and option entry. And don't worry, I will be covering all that here on KE Master. I will bring separate videos on M.Tech, MCA, and MBA, marks versus rank, college possibilities, cutoff analysis, counseling process, and option entry guidance. And one thing I am really interested to see is the difference between the provisional rank and the final rank. Once the final information comes, we will compare it properly and see how much the rank actually changed. So that's it for today's video, and to all the students who are currently confused about your rank, please don't panic. This is still provisional information, so let's wait for the final official rank before making any major counseling or college decisions. And genuinely thank you so much for trusting KE Master and sharing your information with us. I am receiving a lot of comments and messages right now, especially about counseling. I will definitely try my best to reply and help you, but please give me some time because I cannot reply to everyone immediately. And from now onwards, stay connected here because I will be bringing you M.Tech, MCA, and MBA college guidance, cutoff analysis, counseling, option entry, complete PGCET syllabus, and all the important updates. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. You are not alone in this counseling journey. KEA Master is here with you. Thank you so much for watching.